Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Casso podcast, episode 39. We are broadcasting from beautiful Brighton, Colorado, right in the heart of Colorado's 8th Congressional District, and right in the heart of AJ's ancestral land for at least, and I have to repeat, for at least the last 30,000 years. What's up, Buffalo Hunter? Look at your necklace, bud.
Oh, dude, I wear this every...
And that's what your ancient...
I never take this off.
That's what your ancient people used to eat.
Yeah, that's what I ate yesterday for
See?
lunch.
That's what I was going to say. You had buffalo yesterday.
Yeah, although I'm trying to get my cholesterol down, all I did yesterday was eat red meat.
Tell everybody why, since that's all you've talked about for 2 days.
Dude, it's exciting. I had blood work done. It's not a big deal.
I'd hate to see if it was.
But
tell us, it's important.
Well, they just said that I was super vitamin D, low in vitamin D. So I've taken care of that. And then my cholesterol.
How'd you take care of it?
I don't know.
You got an injection.
Yeah.
Why? No, that's embarrassing to get a shot.
No, but like I'm injecting myself with vitamin D. That's kind of intense.
You did, or a doctor?
I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she gave me.
Ooh, okay, that's different. And that's a bigger deal.
She gave me 3. Yeah. So it's a month's worth supply, and you do it once a week.
And you put a needle in yourself?
Yeah, she was like, you have to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
So I was like scared.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell this story. It's really funny, actually.
You of all people would be scared of needles.
Dude, and so she was like, and I'm not trying to be silly when I say this, but the best place to inject yourself is the butt cheek because it's a lot of fat and then it kind of moves through your body the right way. So I was like, okay, because she was like, you could do the arm, but your arm's going to be sore. You could do this, but you're going to be sore. So the butt cheek is probably the best option. So I was like, okay, never done it before. Really nervous. So I had to I dropped one cheek. And she was like, oh, you're right-handed. The other one. Damn it. So I went to the other side, whatever. And then vitamin D is like when it's injectable, it's a very thick fluid, like super thick. So I had to, I was like, to get, yeah. So that was interesting and really scary. And then my cholesterol, I've been talking about it.
He's like an 80-year-old 500-pound person.
I've been talking about it for weeks now, or since Wednesday. Because I don't think it's funny, but I think it's like, what? But I called my dad right after, because I was kind of nervous about it. Not going to lie, I'm still kind of nervous about. I called my dad, and my dad goes, oh, well, I don't think I've ever seen you eat a vegetable. What?
A vegetable.
Lettuce is a vegetable? Anyways.
Oh, my goodness.
Lettuce on my burger is a vegetable?
Yeah, and the Vince Lombardi trophy's on our desk. Tell them about that.
Oh yeah, dude. No, you have news too. Somebody had a birthday.
Oh yeah, my birthday, and then we had a birthday party at the bar. Shout out to Jason, Amber, Junior, Courtney. They all got me really, really, really cool gifts. Some of the patrons at the bar, Kendall, Richard, Big Haircut, Mason. They got me some nice alcohol that me and AJ like to drink with cigars, and then Willis was there, and Mario, and
shout out Mario
and his wife, and it was fun. It was a nice party. It was we were at the bar, and it was like one of those things. It was like a scene from a movie. It was like, or from Cheers, like when they would have Norm's birthday, or it was just like, it was crazy. And then the whole bar, 150 people started singing Happy Birthday, so it was fun. And then I got a lot of cool presents. I got a flamethrower from the Coles. I got a nice lightsaber. I should have brought the lightsaber to the set too, because we could actually use it here. But and then I got just a lot of cool. We got a nice bottle of Old Granddad, and then AJ got me this, which is a replica of the Vince Lombardi trophy from our last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 50. And look at that! Look at how beautiful that is. He said, "I'm going to get." He said, "I'm going to get the next 2 for," which I'm perfectly fine with for Christmas and whatever. But it's going to go very well on my desk right next to my Super Bowl ring.
Well, so I think I don't think I've told you this story, but it makes me laugh. So I didn't expect anybody to get you a gift, which they said that we're going to dabbling in it, and I was like, oh, that'd be super.
Or something, and I forgot to say, Monty got me an Elvis duck for my Jeep too. And so shout out Monty.
I was like, oh, that's super sweet. You guys don't have to. And, oh, we want to with your dad. Oh, okay. Whatever.
Just little fun things though, too.
Yeah.
Not a industrial grade flamethrower. That's bad.
That's what I'm saying. Well, so big haircut and PJ.
And they got Star Wars mugs for me, and I know they got them in Disney World. So thank you again. They just got me a ton of cool stuff, dude.
Well, so they told me, oh, we're gonna get in bottles, and I was like, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I had this in my car because I'm horrible and I never wrap things. Whatever. So I kept that in the car. They brought the bottles, and I was like, okay, like I don't need to show up yet. You know what I mean? Because I'm like that mentally. And then you get a duck, and I'm like, okay, he's getting a lot of gifts. And then you got a flamethrower, and all that, and I was like,
a lightsaber torch.
At this point, I have to give my gift, or I feel like a chump. And then, sure enough, I got the gift, and it went on a victory tour.
Oh yeah,
it did around the bar.
Everybody was like, "Oh,
can I hold it?" And people were taking pictures with it, holding it up in the air, like they won the Super Bowl. That was cool. Yeah, man, that was a fun night.
Yeah.
I don't know how much fun you had on Sunday morning.
It was okay. I took it easy Sunday, but then, as I'm sure everybody that knows us knows, we did Bro's birthday the night before my birthday, which was Monday, and we didn't have as much as we usually have, and we did not really crack open those bottles at all because we had a lot of drinks. I had a lot of drinks on Saturday, and so we basically had some beers, and then we went to Blackhawk on my birthday, and we proceeded to tear down 2 dealers. Me and AJ went on a nice hot streak and brought back a few. I wish I could say G's, but a few hundos.
No, so it was a good time. Dude.
It was a good time.
I'm glad you had a good birthday week.
Yeah, it was a good birthday week. It was fun, and so it's over with. I kind of don't like celebrating myself because that's kind of lame. But it was. I mean, you can't act like it's not your birthday, but it was fun, and we had a good time. And here we go. Now, what another caveat because to our kind of weird summer is next weekend. My daughter is moving out of Denver into Las Vegas, Nevada. So guess who gets to help move her there? Me and this guy. And so we're going to be doing that starting next weekend. And so that's not going to be fun at all. Moving is never fun at all.
But the party continues.
Yeah, but the party continues because we'll be on Fremont Street on Monday. Maybe we'll be broadcasting from Fremont Street. It's up to AJ.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You know, I'm down.
We should bring it just in case.
Oh yeah, I can pack it all up, including the lights. So,
ooh, Summer Nights is back.
Yeah, Summer Nights is back.
Summer Night, Viva Las Vegas.
And we can post up at that Starbucks at Golden Nugget, or we could post up at the drink station over there by Golden Gate. Either one. So I'd be remiss, and I'd be actually kind of pissed if we don't do a broadcast from Fremont Street. Just to
Viva Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas Summer Nights. Nights in white satin.
No, but
so that's what's been going on this week. Again, birthday week is kind of
in our lives.
Yeah,
we should say
yeah. Well, do you want to get into?
Yeah.
No, let's get just to get it out of the way so I can get another win. Let's do trivia. And we were talking about it yesterday. If AJ keeps giving me questions that nobody can answer, that's not really fair.
What do you mean nobody can answer them?
It's rigged. Oh my goodness. AJ likes to rig.
I like to rig trivia.
Yeah.
Since 2019, I've rigged trivia.
Since the 2020 election, you've been rigging trivia.
And somehow Maduro's involved. Anyways, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Did I watch the whole thing? What? Anyways.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. Oh my God.
U.S. trivia first question. My favorite question.
Specific years are hard too, dude, just so you know.
Okay, this one's kind of easy.
Okay.
What? Why did I write it like that? Who created No, I'm not going to say the with. Who created the American flag, like the design?
Betsy Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nobody would know these. You say that when you lose.
Well, I thought she just made the flag. I didn't know if she designed it.
That's what it says, but I also because I copy and paste these. I'm not going to lie. I'm not some journalist that comes up with 6,000 questions. But the question that I guess I copied and pasted was who's credited with sewing? Oh, okay, credited, not created.
Well, I don't think any one person designed it,
but it's the same story.
Betsy Ross.
Yeah, it's you. That's a point. Just because I can't speak right.
No, that's fine. That's good. Because I do not know who designed it. I know somebody did, but
Okay.
we all know who embroidered it.
Who are the 2 non-presidents who appear on our currency?
Oh, nice. Benjamin Franklin's one.
And what is it? Bonus, but what does he appear on?
It's all about the Benjamins. Hey, on Tuesday night, you saw what he appears on. Hundo's buddy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and there's another one, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Trump? Because he's not president and he's on a $100 bill.
On the $250
On the
$100 bill?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Give me a few seconds to think about that one. I know it's Franklin. Oh, my gosh.
You don't have to tell me the bill on this one, but bonus points if you do. It's not actual bonus points. It's not canonical, but we'll say it is.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm going to lose this one because I don't know. I know Franklin and I don't know who else. Tell me.
Hamilton on the $10 bill.
Oh, God, I'm stupid. Good one. That was a good one. See, now that's trivia where it's like you should know it and probably half the people do it, and I got it wrong. So I'll take that one fair. That's probably the first fair non-question I didn't get.
Okay, well, that was one of the easy questions. This one's kind of really hard.
Doing another Star Wars.
No, I'm doing pop culture.
There we go.
The band The Beatles.
There we go.
We love the Beatles because your dad did, my grandpa did. So, I mean, you should know Beatles history. Like,
oh, yeah. I better.
Mm,
what was the number 6 track on the album Revolver?
What city did the Beatles originate
Oh, Jesus
from?
Christ. That's Liverpool.
Okay. I thought you were going to get that wrong because you're going to be like, the UK, anywhere counts.
Nope. Liverpool.
Okay.
Liverpool has more number 1 hits in the United States and the UK than any other city on earth.
Yeah,
mostly because of the Beatles. Yeah, they have 28 of them.
And we're really big in Liverpool.
We are.
Yeah.
We have 3 viewers in Liverpool.
We're super big, and thank you for our Liverpool fans.
Liverpoolooza.
Okay, this is a space question.
Space?
Mm-hmm. What is the hottest planet in the solar system?
Oh, God, that's so easy, dude. Venus. Now, the general trivia, dude, you know what happens. You've lived it.
Literally, like, the question has, and it says Venus, despite Mercury being closest to the sun. Huh.
Guess what? I just won again.
No, there's still one question.
I know, but I already got 3.
Okay. This is a fun question, and I hope you remember because
An AJ question?
It's AJ trivia.
You give injections in your butt now? You told me that. You said I got an injection in my butt, and I was like, what?
You're ridiculous. AJ trivia. When I would skip class in high school.
Oh, Jesus.
And I would lie, what was my excuse?
To me or to
you.
School?
To you. This is easy because I said it every time. And there was one time you're like, every day?
I think you said you had to go poop.
Nope. What?
You're like, I have to leave school or I'm going to shit my pants. That's not it?
All right. No, it was I was stuck behind the train.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
I had to leave school because I either did or I'm about to. that was my excuse.
One time, we won't get into your legal dealings.
Dude, I'll tell you later.
That's so funny. He wasn't in trouble with the law. He he had a restraining order on him.
No,
in high school.
oh my God. Because I asked for my parking pass back. But,
oh my God.
Dude, I had to serve last night. I had to serve her stepdad.
Oh shit! Did he remember you?
He was looking me up and down. I was like, dude, get over it. Like,
yeah, that was high school.
Yeah. Well, because they come in all the time, and sometimes they end up in my section, and I always pawn them off. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that, just in case. Well, last night I had no option but to take them because everybody was busy. They were like my second table.
Oh damn!
I was like, okay, so I just hi, my name's. You don't need to know that, Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man. It's funny. Yep. Okay, now we got trivia out of the way. Now I know AJ wants to really talk about his president, so The floor is yours.
I don't really want to talk about the president. Just what do you think about it?
I apologize. I'm still sick a little bit.
Still sick.
What I think about it is he's trying to set something up that can't be set up, especially with Congress not moving on his stupid bill, and especially with the Supreme Court, the rulings that they've had lately. He thinks that he's just going to be able. What is he going to do? Post up military and act like I can't go vote? What he's trying to do, what they're saying that he's going to do is going to come back to every state that's in every congressional district, basically, because there's no presidential election this year, but every congressional district where he thinks that they should have won or they didn't, or
explain it first.
Every battleground congressional district, which honestly there aren't many, which is stupid. He thinks that every district in Colorado, all 8 districts, we know who's going to win, the Democrat or Republican, except here in the 8th. We don't know that because it's 50-50.
No, but explain what he was talking about yesterday.
Well, yeah, I'm getting to that in that.
Damn.
I know I'm getting into it in a long-winded way, but basically what they're going to do is after the election, they're going to come back around and try to contest those. And what are you going to do? I mean, honestly, like you talked about a couple of weeks on the podcast, if they start doing stupid, shady shit like that, it's going to be so transparent that everybody's going to be like, oh, no, hell no, you ain't fucking with our elections. Mm-hmm. That goes Democrat, Republican, unaffiliated. And honestly, what people don't realize is that most Secretary of States and most county clerks in the country, I think it's over 80%, are Republican. They're not Democrat, they're Republican. For whatever reason, the people trust Republicans with their vote. I used to too until this dumbass Republican came to be president. But I never minded Gigi Dennis was Secretary of State when I got elected, and then Mike Kaufman, Congressman Kaufman was Secretary of State when I was in office, and I worked very well with his office. And some of the stuff that we did together was pretty impeccable and impressive. And so, I wouldn't say just because you're a Republican you can't coordinate elections. I think a Democratic clerk here, Josh here in Adams County, he's a damn good clerk, and Karen Long, when I was in office, was a damn good clerk, and they were Democrats. And so it's not the purview of the Republican Party, but 80% of the Secretary of States, and it might be a little less now, but I think in the whole country, 80% of the Secretary of States and county clerks are Republican. And so they're even are like, oh, hell no, dude, you aren't going to start this bullshit. That Tina Peters and all that.
It just doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense. And then we all know that we see the polls. The polls don't lie. They're they're usually within a margin of error. The polls aren't lying. The Republicans are going to get waxed. Even after they did all their redistricting crap in Texas and all that, they're going to get waxed. And if they don't get waxed, there's something wrong. And so they're actually setting themselves up to be investigated even further by Congress and by the courts to say, hey, now you're really reaching for that. And so you lost Trump. You lost everything. You haven't done a goddamn thing right for this country. You're going to lose these elections, and then you're going to go to prison. So have fun with that, buddy. What do you think, son? Oh, sorry to interrupt your text on the podcast.
No. I'm just trying to get this information down. Oh, dude, it doesn't make any sense, like at all, because they've been saying that this is going to be going down since Obama, which is like 2012. Obama. So you didn't really explain what he said last night, but all he's saying was that elections have been rigged because China and Hugo Chavez, the old Venezuelan president, have been made. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't watch any of it because I can't stand it. But I
was watching it, and he said that dead people voting and criminals are voting, which is, as an American, I like to say is pretty impossible and improbable. And I don't know, dude. It just so happens that the 2 times that he ran, there was no business. Everything was fine.
And honestly, son, in 2020 we were all locked down, and so most states, I don't know the exact number. Most states went to mail ballots, or they would send you your ballot and you would take it in, to have it processed.
It's not mail ballots.
That's why so many people voted in that election. It's because we were all locked down.
Dude, it's not even that. You can feel the temperature of things before they happen. You could feel when Trump was going to win in 2016. I believe this. And maybe I didn't think he had a chance, but maybe I'm crazy. But I remember the day that he won, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You can feel that happening. And then when Biden won, dude, does anybody not remember 2020? Like, that was nuts.
How
I was
bad
thinking about that last night when he was talking, and
Yeah.
everything was on fire. Really.
And plus how bad he debacled COVID. I mean, his handling of COVID. He was president in 2020, not Biden.
Yeah.
And he had his Department of Justice, his CIA, his FBI were in power when these elections went down in November of that year. They didn't get out of power until the next year. And so it's like, if you're going to blame, you're blaming yourself, you dumbass.
But to even...
You're blaming your executive branch on all this?
I wouldn't say to give him credit, but to give him credit is, I mean, just as in past election cycle, when he won, you can feel that it was going that way. There was no votes or nothing. You could feel that
we knew Harris was a flawed candidate,
right? Like,
for a lot of reasons.
I'm not going to say that I can feel every American's emotion, but you can. You know what I mean? Especially if you're online, like my generation's online.
Yep.
You can feel the way that it's going to go.
We knew George W. was going to beat Kerry in 2004, and we knew Obama was going to beat McCain. I mean, and McCain was a badass. I mean, I don't give a shit what anybody says. John McCain was as formidable Republican nominee as there's ever been.
Right. So I feel like it's not like when Biden won, whether you voted for him or not, I feel like I feel like
Trump had already done so much bullshit. Everybody was sick of him at that point. Would you agree with that too?
Yeah. I feel like the dumb answer is to say that it was rigged.
No.
But then if you feel how Americans felt at the time, there's no way it could be rigged.
And then one more thing to add let's put the cherry on top of it. Not one person in the United States has been charged with any crime relating to the 2020 election. Not one.
And they've investigated it like crazy.
Yes, they have.
Which, I mean, they've spent so much money on this, and now it's all decriminalized. And
AJ, the Democrats.
You know what pisses me off the most out of all of it is something like the 2020 elections is decriminalized and declassified. You know, it's not fully declassified. We all think the same thing. And you have Levitt saying on yesterday, like, oh, this is the most scare that the USA has had in 250 years. Not the pedophile ring that was going on for who knows how long with the boy Jay-Z, Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? And so, like, he was that was his opening remarks, was like,
and there's actual tangential proof that the Russians did try to interfere in the 2016 election, and he was part of it
on his behalf.
Yeah, on his behalf. And so,
do you remember? And that's what makes me so mad is Levitt's such a clown. I do not like. What's her name? Caroline.
Yeah, Caroline.
Yeah, she's the worst.
What they all think of, seriously, they all think that we're as dumb as MAGA, and we're not. Well, and again, and I'm talking about that 10%, the people, not all Republicans. So again, I have a lot of Republican friends and family. I'm not talking anything about the party of Republicans. I'm talking about the hardcore MAGAs. If you're that stupid to believe any of the shit that he says anymore, then that's on you, man.
That was my point was, I mean, he's how trustworthy is somebody that won't declassify actual important files, who wants to say that the reflecting pool isn't green, even though we see it.
And the motorcade ran over it.
Dude, that's another big point that I wanted to make was he was saying like, oh, go to whitehouse.gov and read it. Just read it for yourself. What do you mean, dude? Now you want us to trust our eyes? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we see, and I'm going to bring it up because it makes me so mad.
No.
We see, I mean, we just had another one. Mm-hmm. We see ICE killing people in the street with my eyes
again,
but then he wants to say that didn't happen. We see Epstein photos of them together and in the files, but that didn't happen. We want to say that the reflecting pool is a nice blue, but it's green. But our eyes are lying to us then, right? You know what I mean? But no, go read the nonsense that they want to put up.
Yeah,
and then you want to think that you're trustworthy after that?
No. It's like Hitler used to say, hey, trust the Nazis, don't trust the press, don't trust the people, don't trust anybody else in government, just trust the Nazis. And so
really, I mean,
basically what we have, and I think most people would agree in this country, MAGA, you are the new Nazi party, embrace it, hang on to that power for about 3 more months, and then shove it up your ass.
No, dude, I mean, if they want to.
And I'm serious about that too. That's a crock of shit. They've ruined this country. Hopefully we can get it back. I don't know. Shit. Hopefully we can, because honestly, in 5 years, the AI overlords are going to be running us all anyways. So hopefully we get it back before something is allowed to happen like that. Hopefully we beat China to fucking the singularity. Hopefully we do all this and all that. But this stupid asshole in this administration has done everything wrong to this country. And if you're part of that, you are unforgiven.
Did you see JD Vance on Rogan
Yeah, what an idiot.
last week. Oh my god.
I can't wait till he's the nominee. No, it's probably going to be Rubio though, and he's
Little
actually
Marco.
he's actually pretty sensible. I actually used to like him when he was in the Senate. But
I liked him when
he was fighting Trump.
Yeah.
So
I'll never
he
forget
made good points,
Jeb
dude.
Bush.
Good point, son. Because you have to when you take collectively everything that AJ said, everything I said, and put it together. I mean, it's nonsensical, man. You know they're stupid. You know they lie. You know they're corrupt. You know they've messed this country up. You know they've messed our economy up. You know they've messed your life up. You know they've taken things away from women. You know they've taken things away from people of color. You know they've taken things away from African Americans. You know that blah 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 fucking blah. Everything that this country stands for, they're against, and so that's why I call them Nazis, because that's exactly what Germany was. You think it was a bunch of? You think it was a country full of 80 million racist, bigot people that wanted to kill and have a Holocaust? No, it was 90% of good people that let 10% take over. Well, guess what? You had your time in the sun, MAGA, here in this country, but people like us are going to stop you.
And some brainwashing. That was a lot of.
Yeah, no, you got. How many times can you blame people for that? I like Obama, but I wouldn't fucking be halfway up his ass if he was doing any of this shit either.
It depends how delusional you were.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Is I mean,
and again, you can't. We're not blanket painting the Republican Party. We're blanket painting the people that keep enabling him to this day.
But here's the thing, then we've talked about it before. Half of MAGA is just not informed. And so when they see something, like for me, obviously we keep up in politics all the time, and the average Joe isn't going to, or you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's no offense to them. But if you believe what you think, which is like, oh, the president wouldn't lie about things, you know what I mean? Oh, like there's no way that there's corruption in our government. We elected this, and you see something online where it's like,
but
hang on, where you see the president saying that, oh, the elections have been stolen from you for years, and you're an average Joe and you don't keep up with politics and you're not in the know, wouldn't that alarm you? If you say it wasn't Trump, say it was somebody else, and you were just an average Joe seeing that stuff, you wouldn't be like, wait a minute, my president said that, it's the president, I have to believe it. And that's half of them. But if you're talking about somebody that's credible, but he's proven honestly for 80 years that he's not credible. For the people that aren't knowing that he's credible, then he's really credible. Does that make sense?
If you didn't know him on The Apprentice, if you didn't know him in the 80s, I mean, I grew up. You didn't grow up listening to his fucking bullshit in the fucking 70s and 80s. Trump has been a blowhard piece of shit ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, but like you act like The Apprentice was like the number one show in the world.
No. But the point being is he's always been dishonest. He's always been
to you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not just to me. I think the vast majority of the country would say, and so it's actually proving your point more. Is that if I get it, the first time you want change, you want somebody that's not in government. You want somebody, well, you want somebody like Reagan, who's a movie star. I mean, Trump was a TV star. He was a billionaire mogul. This and that. Blah 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 blah. Fucking blah. It's all bullshit because at a point, and any American, in my opinion, should have gotten to this point a long time ago. But if you're still at that point, you can go eat shit. Seriously, that's it. Because that's where we're at. They made it that way. I did not make this country this way.
But we're not using our voice right. For that reason.
Yeah, we are.
No,
because we're gonna people like us and people online and stuff like that. We're gonna end up having to defend this democracy when they start saying that elections here in the 8th congressional district. Oh, that's not a valid election. Why? Because it's contested. Shit like that. We're gonna have to do.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that we are trying to get people informed that this is a bunch of bullshit. No.
And I get it. People that aren't informed, I get it. But there's got to come a point too, especially when you're saying, "Oh, I'm this, and this," and I identify myself with the president or his movement or whatever. That you would think a little bit would rub off.
Okay, but how many we're kind of wackos for watching the news as much as we do. You know what I mean? And following it, and I get that, and it drives us crazy.
And I've always said, hey, it's not the people's job to pay attention to what's going on in government. That's why we elect these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. We elect them to represent us in Washington.
No, exactly.
And so not only just in the House and Senate, but in the presidency, I shouldn't, as a citizen, I should not have to worry about that because that's what I pay you for. You know what I mean? When we're talking about the people in Washington. So I get all that. And so it's a reason, and you don't have to stay informed. We live in a free country where you don't have to stay informed. So I get all that too. Mm-hmm. But at this point, enabling him, and that includes a lot of Republican members of Congress, if you're enabling him now, you're really destroying the country.
And we've talked about it before, like, how do we get past that? You know what I mean? Like, when he's no longer in office, which we could hope, and I've said it before, we could hope that he just, surrenders it.
Yeah.
when his term is up.
No,
What do we do with these people that like? Where are they going to keep their red hats? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. They will, and I hate to say it, they will become what they already were, with as a non-factor in American politics. Because since the civil rights movement, people like that have been a non-factor in American politics. They're going to go back to being a non-factor, and you're going to get the world of ideas. You're going to get the world of people that think. You're going to get the world of people that think like us, and that's again that 80% of the country. And we're going to get back to it. I think America's so great that I don't think that we're going to fail because of him, but I think that there's a chance that we could, and that scares me.
And that's who I'm talking to the most right now is that 80% that who knows if this 80% isn't informed, but they just think that they could trust their president, which, like, what a thing to say, right? Like, what a thing to feel like, hey, wait a minute, I can't trust my president. And I've said that many times before when all this stuff was going out through this whole year.
You should be able to
And
trust
last
him. We
year.
should be able to trust him. No
Yeah.
Republican or Democrat or independent.
It's the president, right?
Yeah.
So I won't say I give a lot of like that much grace, but I kind of give grace for people that aren't informed,
Yeah.
you know. And then so it's kind of like what we set out to do was inform people
Yeah.
on what's going on, you know, when it comes to
Yeah, I mean,
your government trying to hide your eyes from your own eyes and and lie to your eyes, and now they want you to believe in something. It doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
and it's not right.
And we're not talking about the people like us who we're not taking votes every day in regards to any of this, but we're talking about to the Republicans that represent these people. It's time to step up and put your country before your party. It's time to step up and put your country before him, and it's time to step up and start doing the right thing. And we only have. I made a joke three or 4 minutes ago about, in 3 months they're not going to have any power, but we're going to have to make sure that they lose their power too when they do lose it.
Well, I mean, they know it's happening. No. They know it's coming. They talk about the blue wave.
No, he needs to know that it's coming, and then when it's here, that we're going to fight for it too. No.
Yeah, I mean, if they really want to try to stick 10 toes, excuse me, they want to try to stick 10 toes down on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're messing with the democracy that we all believe in, and we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the 80% of, you know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
I don't think that
We're okay
the uninformed would be like, oh, that's fine. Like, you're not allowed to vote anymore.
They're pissed off too.
Yeah, well, and if they're not, they will be. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm talking about like MAGA that's on the fence. MAGA that's on the fence kind of teetering and try to steal an election like actually, and there's more proof than...
They did on January 6th. They already did.
Yeah,
they already tried it.
But there's more proof than Hugo Chavez and Maduro and the Chinese. That is so convoluted. I mean, to think of that plot, and they said that Maduro was like squealing in prison saying this. What?
I've seen this one, and I've posted it a few times. The thought of January 6th should disqualify you from ever holding office in this country. And I think let's leave it at that, son. The thought, not just the implementation and destruction of January 6th, but the thought of even the seed of the thought is treason. And so, well, we were hitting our number, but that was good, dude. That was good. We won't talk about Weekend at Bernie's McConnell or anything like that. But we'll get into that next week, I'm sure, once they pronounce him dead, I guess, because there's reports now saying he's been dead since June. They're fucking Weekend at Bernie. Slight note, my dad used to call my uncle that because when he would drink, he would get like Bernie and they'd have to carry him around, which is pretty funny. But my dad used to call my Uncle Gary Weekend at Bernie's as a joke. And it wasn't every day, but once in a while he'd get a little tipsy and they'd have to Weekend at Bernie's him. So it always, when they say all this stuff, it reminds me of my dad saying stupid stuff, funny stuff. But that being said, son, let's wrap this one up. But that was a good show, dude. I mean, we talked about Trump and everything that I can, and I don't mean to be so crass about it, but it does piss me off because I love my country. And if you would disagree with me, that's fine too. You can disagree with everything I've said. You can keep disagreeing with everything I said, but that's the whole point. As long as we keep talking about it, the truth will eventually come out, and right will eventually beat wrong in this country, a country like ours, because the framework is there. So. That's good. That was good discussion. So let's kind of wrap this one up, and maybe, I mean, we have one more show before we head to Vegas again, but maybe we will save it for Vegas. I don't know. So we'll see. Or maybe we'll have two shows. Maybe we'll have a live show with AJ fucked up. But that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in. You know what to do. AJ tells you: like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mom. let your dog watch.
Mhm.
Whatever it takes. Let's get
No
keep it going.
cats. No cats.
No cats. We're a no cat zone. This is a no cat zone.
Yeah, this is a no cat podcast. Your cat can't watch.
Yeah.
Dog can though.
Yeah, a dog can, definitely. And so
Let's do
that
it.
being said, God bless Bo Nix. We'll see you guys next week.